so that I can send this to you. So tell me how you've been doing, what you think you've done well with, and what you feel you're kind of struggling with.
I think I'm still struggling with connecting with people. I'm still just having the same problems.
Okay.
Where just, aren't calling me back or messaging me back, or they seem really interested and then it just kind of fizzles.
Okay.
Like I had 2 people who were absolutely certain they were going to buy challenge packs and the direct links with my coaching, info attached to it, and then just nothing. And then, when I bring it up in conversation, oh, well, I forgot my credit card at home. Oh, I just got too busy. Oh, just excuses like that, where I feel like, okay, if you told me you were going to buy it, I don't think you forgot your credit card at home.
Right.
And then my friend who wanted to be a coach, she was ready. I sent her the link. She got her holiday bonus. She was excited. And then she was like, oh, I don't know if I want to have to pay monthly for it to be a coach. And she had known all that from the beginning. I had told her about it. She had watched the video. And then when it was time to actually sign up, that was what she said to me.
Okay.
So, I'm having a hard time knowing what to say next.
Okay.
Not being pushy, to just slip away from me either.
Right. Okay, so with your friend who was going to sign up to be a coach, was she planning on just being a discount coach, or was she planning on working the business?
No, she was planning on working the business.
Okay.
And, I had said to her, I said, well, once you start making an income, that money is not going to, because she said, I'm not going to be able to afford it. And I said, well, once you start working the business, you will be able to afford it. And then she really just didn't say anything back. I might have to plug in my phone real quick.
Okay.
Tell me what he's doing. I'm still listening.
So for something like that, I really like to share success stories with somebody, because it's probably more of a fear thing. She's really excited, and the being excited probably wore off enough that now she's letting the fear set in and the unknown. So with that, I would say, hey girl, I totally get that the $15.95 fee is one extra cost that you have to fit into your budget, but I also know that you can create a substantial income, and that's your only expense is $15.95 for you to start this business and grow a considerable income. My friend April was able to start her business and retire from her full-time job under the age of 30, because I don't remember how old April is. I think she's 26 or 27. Under the age of 30 in 18 months of starting the business, and completely replaced her full-time income.
Oh, wow, that's fast.
So that 15, she hustled. I mean, she hustled hard. I'm not going to lie. That girl would work 12 hours solid. Her husband was gone all the time. They don't have kids yet. And she was hustling because she hated her life so much and was so unhappy at her job that she hustled hard. So it doesn't always happen that quick, but it's doable. So somebody who has now created a substantial income, enough that she retired herself, she was able to retire her husband, and they live well, they do well, and her business fee is $15.95 a month. I mean, really, let's talk about other businesses that you can earn substantial income. You're taking out loans, and you're going to have a considerable amount of debt on your plate so that you can get started with a franchise or something like that, where you have to have all that outgoing money. So absolutely. I like to share stories. Share my story. Share that when I first started, I was just a discount coach and I wasn't making any money, and it was very, in and out and very inconsistent. And this past summer, we were able to purchase our dream home. A home that we laughed at the price tag, that was less than this 6 months prior. But because of this opportunity, we've been able to purchase a 2,200 square foot home. You know what I mean? So share those stories, the people that you know. And it's hard to think about when you're first starting out, but facts tell, stories tell. So share the success that you know within our team. You know, share Kelly's story. She's been a coach for 5 years, really working the business for about 3 years, and she's making well over 6 figures. I mean, she's close to the $150,000 a year mark in just three and a half years. I mean, that's crazy, right?
Very young.
Yeah. Yeah, and she's like 28 years old. I mean, that's crazy. She's moving to Hawaii in 6 months. Share that with people, because that's what's possible if you really push yourself.
Absolutely.
And I would follow up with her. I'd say, hey, girl, you know, I know that you were really excited about the coaching opportunity, and, you know, you maybe have some questions, or you maybe had some doubt or some objections that are kind of holding you back. I don't know if this will be for you or not, but my upline is hosting a 5-day coaching sneak peek starting Monday, and I would love for you to join us. We're just going to share a little bit more about the coaching opportunity. My upline's going to be there to answer questions. She's also going to be hosting a live Zoom call on Thursday night to answer any questions you may have. And if it's not for you, that's perfectly fine. But I just want to throw it out there because I think this could be a really good opportunity for you. And just follow up with her and ask her if she'd be interested in joining us in that group.
Okay.
Okay. And I would do that with anybody that you have, like your cousin, who we spent like almost an hour on the phone with. Like, get her on the ball and like say, hey, like, you know, I know we talked about this before and you're really excited about it, and, you know, the holidays are here and you're busy, and, you know, you wanted to figure out finances, but we have this group and blah, blah, blah. Would you like to join us? All those people, I would follow back up with them and invite them into that group.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, because I know with my cousin, she's been on vacation, and she told me just to get back with her after she got back. So she's home now.
Okay.
So my plan is to contact with her this week because she just got back. So yeah, I will definitely tell them about the group.
Yeah. Any of those people that have shown a little bit of interest, or that you have
like I'm trying really hard not to get just
it's hard. It's hard. Yeah. I mean, it is. It's hard, but keep digging into that personal development, because you have to get through all the no's to get to the yeses. And all those no's are not no's forever, girl. Like, look at how many times you told me no. Think about it. Like, look at how many times you told me no and you weren't ready and it just wasn't a good fit. And now here you are.
Right.
And
absolutely.
More than half of our team is that way. So don't let that discourage you. I know it's hard not to, but try to focus on the positive. Try to focus on you're stepping out of your comfort zone. You're talking with people. You're building connections. You're taking those steps to building your business. It may not happen overnight, and it may not be happening right this second, but you are. You're grinding and you are taking those steps forward, and that's what it's going to take.
Okay. And I know that I need to work a lot on the personal development, because I kind of have been, you know, ignoring that aspect of it. And, you know, we've talked about it a little bit. And I know that it's important, and I really need to just make that a priority.
Yeah.
Because kind of, I'll get to that. You know, I'll that chapter later. You know, I'll get to it. But I really need to make that a priority.
Yeah.
Because in the that'll help me.
Absolutely.
Especially when I'm and discouraged. I know that will help me to stay focused and motivated, and, you know, so I know what I have to do. It's just pushing myself to do it.
Yeah.
You know.
You absolutely have to make that a priority, because that's the first thing that people push off. Oh, I don't need it. Oh, I'm fine. Or I'll get to it. Until you start making that a priority every single day in your life. 10 minutes, 10 pages. If you are having a hard time sitting down and reading, like if that's just not doable right now, then hook up to YouTube. You can listen to Compound Effects being read to you on YouTube. There's so many things. Like Google search that on YouTube, or YouTube search it. plugging into top coaches like Janelle Summers, Anita Myron, Lindsay Matway, Marissa Myers, Kelly Hanna. I mean, like, there's so many top coaches. Scotty Hobbs. There's so many top coaches out there. One that'll light a fire under your butt. I don't know how many YouTube videos he does anymore, but Tommy Migrant, he will light you on fire. He is a football coach, and he is a motivational speaker, and he will light your butt on fire and get you moving. So,
and what was his last name again?
Migrant. It's Tommy, and his last name is Mygrant. He's one of the first coaches I tapped into because he was from Bellevue, Ohio. So the first few Super Saturdays that we were going to, we were driving to Bellevue every quarter to go see him. And he, like a year or two ago, moved to Miami with his wife and their kids. So, but he's amazing because, like I said, he's a football coach. So he just pumps you up, you know, he just keeps going. But find out who you connect with. You know, I really like Anita Myron because she's a mom. She's hustled her butt off. She was in the top 10 last year out of 250,000 coaches. And she still finds the balance to be a mom. So I really like her. Melanie Mitro is another one who had absolutely nothing. Her husband was not behind her at all. And she was the #1 coach in the company last year.
Wow.
Yeah, like they were an assistant, had no money, and now she's making well over 6 figures and was the #1 coach in the company last year.
Right. I bet her husband supports her now.
Oh, yeah, for sure. But he didn't at first. You know, he was very skeptical and didn't want her doing it. He didn't want her spending the money on the challenge pack, and he didn't support her. And now I think she's been for 3 years. Incredible.
Wow, that is.
You know, because check out a couple of them.
Yeah, I wrote them down, so I'll definitely look into those.
Yeah, tap into them and listen, you know, just to hear their motivation and their fire behind them. And they share their tips. Like, nobody in this business, or very few, are closed off to what they're going to do or what they're doing that helps their team. Everybody is pretty willing to share that with everybody. So tap into that and just start fueling yourself. You know, if it's hard to read, at least start getting that positivity fueling into your mind. Tony Robbins is another great one to look up on YouTube. He's wonderful. That's who myself and 5 of the other girls are going down to see in Florida in March.
I saw that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So tap into him too. He's awesome.
Okay. I'll definitely look into those. Because even if I plug it in the car,
yeah,
I can absolutely do that.
Yeah, for sure. PJ, I don't know what he's doing upstairs. Sorry, our dog keeps going upstairs and he's making all kinds of noise. I have no idea what he's doing up there.
Fine. I just be another child, right?
Yeah. Well, we ordered the Minion movie, so they're watching that because it came out today.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we saw that in theaters. That was cute.
Yeah, they're watching that right now. So yeah, definitely personal development because, girl, seriously, like, I put that to the side for so long and I would get so discouraged and my outlook was so negative, and I, like, even though I was still pushing and still doing, like, I wasn't attracting who I wanted to because my mindset wasn't right. You know what I mean? I was finding myself discouraged. Right. And then I was getting more discouraged because I wasn't attracting the right people. So we have to remember that our mindset and what we're putting out there is what we're going to get back. So if we're constantly thinking about positivity and sharing positivity and thinking positive thoughts when we sit down to work our business, we're going to have more of a positive outcome. I'm not saying I don't get no's. I'm not saying that I had 2 coaching calls this weekend and got stood up on both of them. It happens. It still happens to me. It happens to everybody. We hung out with Meg Kozlowski, who just hit 15-star diamond last week. We were with her this weekend, and she still gets stood up. Like, everybody does, but the coaches who have that mindset of being positive have it happen less because they're confident and they're being positive and they're putting positivity out there. So they're reaping that. They're getting that back.
Right. So I I think that's really what I need to, you know, the confidence of just getting out there and just feeling very positive about what I'm doing, what I'm saying, because I'm still lacking, you know, some of that confidence. And, you know, so I really just need to work on that. And then I think it will come easier in approaching people and talking to people. And so I was excited to help out with the group.
Yeah.
And that was a reach for me and something different.
Yeah, and playing tweet to get that figured out.
Right. And so, you know, I'm trying. Yeah. I really don't want to just get stuck in a rut and become comfortable where I'm at. I don't want that to happen at all.
But be proud of that. Like, you're stepping up and you have done so much more. You've done so much more than I did when I first started. So just think that where you're going to be. You know, it took me 18 months to figure this out. You know, and you're already doing more now than I was doing then. So it's only a matter of time. It's not if, it's when. So keep that positive. Be proud of how much you've grown already. Like, you were so afraid when we talked about signing up 6 weeks ago. You were so afraid that you weren't going to be able to reach out and talk to people. And look at you. Like, you are having no trouble with that. Really, you're making connections. You're reaching out. You're inviting. So be proud of that and be grateful where you have come so far. Try not to think, oh, I don't have a story yet, or I haven't really done that much yet. Yes, you have. Like, you've done amazing. You're stepping out of that comfort zone all the time, and you're pushing yourself. You're not allowing yourself off the hook just because it's not easy or you're not getting all the yeses right now.
Right. And I keep telling myself it's just going to take time. It's going to take time. Like, don't be so anxious. Don't be, you know, don't beat yourself up. So I have to talk myself down sometimes. I'm working.
Hey, we all do that. I mean, we all have self-doubt, and we all are our worst critic. But just remind yourself, you have grown a lot. You're doing a great job, and that it is just a matter of time, you know, to keep pushing forward and to keep pushing outside that comfort zone, and to really keep that mindset of positivity. to keep that mindset. Hi. Say hi real quick. Say hi. No, now he's shy.
He's like, I wanted to look at you from afar.
I don't know. But keep that mindset of being positive and that you are growing and you are taking those steps that are needed to be taken. And it's just a matter of time, girl. I promise. I know that we're in that society that we want everything right now. We want that quick result and that quick yes. You know? Yeah. I mean, I get mad at my phone if it takes 5 seconds to bring up my camera, because everything is just so, you know, I mean, think about it. But this is something, if you listen to a lot of the top coaches, it takes a good year to 18 months to really find your rhythm and be comfortable. Now, that doesn't mean you're not going to be growing your business before then. That just means that it takes a good year to 18 months to really establish your confidence and that rhythm of reaching out, inviting people, having your challenge groups, to have all that planned out instead of feeling like, oh, I got to do a challenge group and I got to, you know, kind of feeling a little scattered because it's new and it's different.
Right. It feels like, you know, you're looking this way and that way and you're just all over the place. So yeah, it's kind of like finding your rhythm.
Yeah.
And when you find it, then, you know, you're good.
Yeah. And one of the reasons I started that thread is because for those of you who are really pushing forward, and I see that you girls are making effort, I want to be able to hone in on you guys and pour more fuel on you and help you more one-on-one. And I think that having that accountability every day to post in that thread is going to be a game changer for us, because it's holding every single one of us accountable. And if we have questions like, oh, I'm struggling here or whatever, and we can keep each other going. And sometimes in the group setting, even though I'm posting and sharing things, that gets overwhelming with all the notifications from all the different groups and all that. So I think that if you can just plug into the message board once a day or twice a day or whatever, that's going to be really helpful.
I agree. Yeah. I definitely agree. I still have to post in it today, but
I'm excited.
Yeah, me too. It's different and good. It's like you said, it adds added fuel and accountability to
Yeah.
things every day. You know, because sometimes you forget, like, okay, did I invite anybody today? Did I contact anybody new today? You know, and you just kind of, I'll do it tomorrow.
Yeah.
I'll just do it tomorrow. Yeah, definitely.
So I read this quote the other day, and I'm actually going to share it on my page because I found it incredibly inspiring. If they wake up before you and they're grinding before you, and they're still grinding when you go to sleep, they're going to get there first.
Oh, that's a good one.
I think that's good too, because it's true. Like sometimes we want to sleep in, or we want to go to bed early, or we'd rather sit down and watch TV, but there's gonna, sacrificing TV for a half an hour, really? I mean, I used to think that that was a big deal, but I really don't watch TV at all. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like certain things that you're going to give up, but if you give them up for a period of time so that you can create that freedom for you and your family, it's worth it.
Yeah.
It's
well,
worth
and like, I think sometimes that's what happens with me, because Josh and I are so used to, in the evenings, that's our time together, is sitting watching TV. So now I feel like, okay, well, if I'm going to go and message people while he's watching TV, I'm not spending time with him. Or if I go work out and he's sitting downstairs, I'm not spending time with him. So that's what I'm really hoping to do, that workout program with him, so we can get our workout in together and then do something. And, he'll comment, he'll be like, I was on the computer the other day and he said, oh my gosh, you're like really, what did he say? He was like, you're like really important now. Look at all your notifications and messages. And I said, well, yeah, I'm really trying to reach out to people. He's like, oh, so you're really like talking to people. I was like, yes. Like, what do you think I'm doing here? So I am struggling with not sitting on the TV, or, we used to always watch TV and like have a beer together. And so now I'm like, okay, well, I don't want to be drinking beers every night sitting on the TV anymore, but I don't want to not, spend the time with you anymore in the evenings.
Right.
So I'm struggling with finding that balance also.
Yeah, and you have to make that sacred. I mean, you guys come first. Your family comes first. Your time with your children and your time with your husband have to come first. And you will find that balance, whether it's you say, okay, I'm going to go for 30 minutes. I'm going to bust this out, and then I'll be right back, and you have me for the rest of the night. Just let me focus and do my thing for 30 minutes, or whatever it is. If you haven't got your workout in and that's what you need to get done, there's going to be a little bit of time sacrifice there. But if you guys get together and you stay on the same page, you say, okay, look, I just need this 30 minutes. And when you're in family time, you're in family time. You're not over here doing this on your phone, because I used to do that and it started to cause some problems. So I try to be much better, like from 4:30 until like 7:30 when I'm making my post for the evening, I unplug. I might check it just to see, like I'm cooking dinner, I might make sure if somebody doesn't need something or something like that, but I'm pretty much unplugged and I'm not answering my phone if I'm getting blown off or anything like that, because that was a problem. Like I was not unplugging ever, and that was cutting into my family time. So make sure that that's a priority. And I will say this, as you get deeper into this healthier lifestyle and you guys start doing it more together, you'll find that your time together is doing different things. He may want to sit down and watch football. Like tonight, PJ's going to sit and watch basketball after the boys go to bed, and I'll probably read my personal development while we sit on the couch together. I'll still be sitting with him, but I would rather invest my time in reading a book than watching the basketball game, for half an hour or whatever.
Right. I agree.
My book, then I will watch the sports with them and we'll spend our time. So we're still together. We're just not necessarily engaging in the TV show together, that sort of thing.
Right.
So just go for it. But family is priority. You don't want to cause rifts in your relationship. It's just going to cause more stress on you. It's going to cause stress on the kids. So make sure that stays a priority. Just, sit down and talk with them. If you need to reach out, if that's the only time that really works for you because you're busy during the day with the kids and running around or whatever, if 30 minutes is what you need at night, just say, look, after the kids go to bed, I need you to be on board with me that I'm going to sit down for 30 minutes, set a timer, make sure you're staying into that 30 minutes and just bust it out.
Right. Don't lose track of it.
Yeah. Setting a timer is huge.
Yeah. You say 30 minutes and then you look up and it's been an hour and 15.
Right. Or you say, I'm going to do messages for 15 minutes. And then before you know, you get sucked into a conversation. It's an hour later. So when I'm doing my reach outs, my follow-ups, and my invites, I set a timer on my phone. Like pull that little timer up on your phone and set it for 10 minutes or 15 minutes. And when you're done, you're done. Move on to the next thing. And then if you still have time in your power hour or however long you're working, if you still have time after you've done those 3 increments, then go back and you can keep following up with people. But try not to get sucked into doing one thing. He's back. Hi.
Are you going to say hi?
Cute boy kisses.
Smile. Oh, you're so sweet. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye. Oh my God. I can't wait for Jax to be that big. He's cute.
When we went and saw Meg and Kirk Kozlowski over the weekend, their baby's 3 weeks old, and I held her like the whole time we were there. And she's so tiny.
I know.
So little. And I was like, at first, you're like, you don't know what to do because it's been so long that you have to make sure everything stays intact. Oh, it's crazy.
I don't remember when I had to handle one this tiny. I know.
But she slept the whole time I was there, and they've been having trouble with her being cranky. And I'm like, do you need the baby whisperer to come back?
Hey, do you need me to take her for a little bit?
Yeah, funny. But they grow up too fast.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I was like, I said, oh my God, it's already 7. I can't believe it, both of them.
I know. It's crazy. Do you have any other questions for me?
No, I think I don't think I did. I didn't write any down. No, I think I'm okay.
Okay.
I think I'm doing pretty well. Like I said, it's just mostly focusing on personal development. And then, like you said, I'm going to reconnect, try and invite them to the coaching group. And then I know we had talked before about the Super Saturday in January. So,
yeah.
So I'm going to see about, inviting them to that if they still need more after the fact.
Yeah. If you think you can come home that weekend or that works well for you guys, there is one here in Toledo. So I would love for you to come with us, and Josh can come too, and he can go for free if he wants to just get in the community and see what it's, to really be immersed in it, because even though he was a coach before, he wasn't really in the whole.
Well, yeah, and he had even said to me, oh, well, I was doing it for the discounts. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. But he does enjoy the working out aspect.
Mm-hmm.
And then he was making fun of me because I had told him, I was proud that I was able to run 5 whole minutes. And he was like, that's nothing, what was your speed? And I said, it was 4.5. And he said, that's not even fast. And I said, well, I have short legs and it was fast for me. I said, I was full on running.
Yeah.
And so he's making. So then I said, whatever, I don't care. You cannot knock me down. I feel accomplished. So then he went to the gym today and he told me he couldn't go past 5 on the treadmill, and his heart felt like it was going to explode out of his chest. I said, that's what you get. Right. I said, how dare you make fun of me? And he goes, well, it's just been a really long time since I've done cardio. I said, yeah, okay. So that's what you get for making fun of me.
Yeah, exactly. That's funny.
That was a feat for me.
That's
fun. But I'll let him know too, because like I said, I don't, our visits to Toledo are always so sporadic. Mm-hmm. We don't ever usually know when we're going until we're about to head out the door. but I'm going to look into to see if their one is over here in Westlake.
Yeah.
I tried to look into it the one day, and then I got sidetracked. So I need to definitely check that one out.
Yeah.
And then
check that out, because I know that ours is going to be at the Pinnacle in Toledo, which is where we had it last time, on the 9th. And Janelle Summers, who is a superstar diamond, so that means she's like 15-star in 3 of her business centers, and she's the top earning coach in the business. She's actually Shalene Johnson's sister. But she is here in Sylvania, so she'll be at that one. My friend Meg will be there. Corey Miller, who's like a 7-star diamond, will be there. So they're all really great people to learn from as well. And then we always do a group workout afterwards. And I'm guessing they'll probably do maybe size and hammer and chisel, or a sneak peek of hammer and chisel since we just launched it. Or by then, the new Tony workout should be coming out. So maybe we'll do a glimpse of that or something. But
awesome. Yeah, because
right.
I'm definitely interested in that.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, so if you guys don't have one over there, just let me know. And, you guys it'd be awesome if you guys could come here. We could get together. There's quite a few of our girls that will go to the one in Toledo. So to get you to meet everybody in person, and that's always nice.
I know. Yeah, I know. So absolutely. I'll look into it, and then I'll let you know, and
okay,
we will go from here.
All right, perfect, girl.
Yep. Okay.
All right, get on that personal development and follow up with your past coaching prospects and see if we can't, sit down and say they are going to join me in this group. Be positive about it and just lay it out there and just say, I don't know if this would be for you or not. I use that a lot. I don't know if this would be for you or not, but we're starting this 5-day coaching sneak peek, blah, 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 and ask them to join us.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Thank you so much.
Yeah, absolutely, girl. And if you can get another call for next week or the following week, let's try and get one more in before Christmas, and then we'll definitely be in touch more through that thread. So, okay.
Okay.
All right,
Thank
Mama.
you so much. I really do appreciate it.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you very much for stepping up and helping with the clean eating group. That's awesome.
No, I'm excited.
Yeah. So now you got your bearings, and you know what to do to make your own group.
Well, yeah. And I mean, I didn't even know that there were those like computer apps or those programs to schedule posts.
Amazing.
I had even thought in the past, like, holy crap, how is Corey always posting like all this stuff?
Oh,
and then when you said that, and I got on the computer, and it was just like you said, you can bang it out real quick. I was like, this is cool.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing. Until I found that, it was like,
yes.
To try and post that many. I mean, by then I was only posting once a day, because there's just no way that you can post that many times. You're posting 3 to 5 times in a group, then 3 to 5 times on your social media, and then there's just no. So those make life a lot easier.
Like, how does she post so much? Like, how does she do that? Now I know.
I'm Superwoman. Didn't you know that?
No, it's awesome. So that alone was worth helping you out, just to learn that tidbit of information.
Yeah.
Very.
Oh, B.
All right. Well, okay, I'll let you go.
I have to go clean up spilled milk.
Oh, all right. Have fun.
All right, girl. You have a good night.
Bye.
All right, bye.
Thank you. Bye.